Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finals of the Rising Star League. I almost said amateur, but that's coming next week. The Rising Star League's grand finals. That's right. First qualifier for this thing. In the blue color, we have got Stormy playing as Captain Cutter. And on the other side, in the red, we have got Reaper playing as Decimus. There are 350 pounds on the line in this league. Now these are just qualifiers, so those are individually 50 pounds, and there will be 2 of them. Then 8 people get invited into the main event based on their overall score that they receive from their placements. Place higher in the individual qualifiers, you get more points. Pretty simple stuff. Yeah, and we'll invite the top 8. So it's worth participating in both to maximize your points and obviously your money winnings. But the big deal one is definitely the main event. So if you win the first, you don't have to play the second. You'll still get in. But for top seed, you probably want to play both. Get easier matches that way. Now, as for this matchup, Cutter is gonna be pretty well off in the initial stages. You get the center mini. You pop these garrisons full of snipers. Very easy to hold from there. But Decimus has got a lot going for himself in tier 2. When you get out your rangers, when you get out your pack butter grunts, and then you're gonna be getting your boundless siphon as well. So all that really adds up a lot. Cutter can't deal very easily with that. What he can do though is dominate the early game. Brutes are gonna come in. Storm is gonna move up with a sniper. Wiggle with a V. Yeah, I love Wiggles. They're so good. Any mines? Spartan would be also a really good addition so that you can do a Spartan mine slam. Sniper's gonna take a hit for the crew. But then Siphon will be healing up the choppers. That's actually a pretty good choice here. Lots of value being generated by this. And, I mean, Vortex is gonna get the 1 Marine there. Not even. The Sniper even stays alive. Holy hell, dude. That's insane. Garrison will be saving the weak one. Yeah, you can just chill in there. They should be able to shoot down any infantry coming their way. Anywhere close to this mini, and that's a lot of Marines now. You suddenly don't really want to engage this with the choppers, but I'm really missing the Spartan. If there had been a Spartan here with the mines, this would be a quite different game, I think. Getting the jump on the crew, but the choppers are getting thinned out too, which rhymes. Nice. More choppers and brutes coming in. No heroes in sight. No second generator in sight for Reaper. He's heavily committed. And there's grenades. Holy shit, the AoE just killed 2 of them. And another one goes down. The Marines are a little bit out of control. And Stormy will now be able to start pushing. Work his way up to ODST. And ODST can now truly wipe out this kind of army. Should they wish to be used in that way, but it could be a more offensive strategy as well, just, you know, picking to go after the mini bases and running them down with ODSTs. But there are more and more units getting sent through the middle just for the direct engage, and I'm not sure I like that too much. These are gonna go down, man, and the snipers meanwhile having a pretty good time picking the infantry, but one of them does go down. The mini base getting a little weak. Can we get a 6 suicide grunt detonation? I mean, it's good. It's not incredible. It was good though. That does matter. The Marines are still in good numbers. Beautiful shaking on those choppers. Mission number next is to go over here and to ODST that Fang. There's no more choppers. What choppers? They never got upgraded either. So it is what it is with that. You know, Stormy could just make a second gen. Oh, already done. It's making turrets, of course. So we can go tier 2. He can take over a mini base if he wants. He could go in and bully that thing. The weak extractor is such a good target. You gotta be wary of the glassing beam, however. That can definitely notify an ODST drop if you have the satchels in the same location. That's not great if that happens. Yeah, Suicide Grunts do care a little bit about the grenades. And some good takedowns do happen here. But guess what? They're pretty good at cleaning garrisons up. Is that a veteran sniper? Sick. He's pretty good at his job, I guess. We got tier 2. And there's gonna be an air pad. There's gonna be Spartan coming out soon. It's an easy mini base to take out. Would love to see a base here for Stormy. He can certainly afford one as well. Was that an ODST drop? Oh yeah, picking off 3 grunts is not a bad deal actually. It's pretty free. In fact, didn't cost him any health. Might as well do it. There's another one. Doesn't know yet, but hey, if he spots the base, the ODSTs can just walk over here. By the time they do, their cooldown will be sorted out, and the Marines have their upgrades, so they're combat tech Marines now. There's no safe expansion for Reaper, that's for sure. There's some resources he can pick up, I guess. That's not a bad idea. But yeah, immediately gonna get spotted by our cutter player, and oh, another 3 grunts to take down. Dude, that's 600 resources for the... Okay, never mind. They're gonna get protected by the ranger. Still could go for a sandwich. Now I'm hungry. Damn. Haven't eaten for 8 hours. Look at the wiggles. They're so good. Vortex is gonna delete those. Actually stuns. Oh, but the base is getting wrecked by this thing. Holy shit. I'm not sure that was cancelled either. Did you guys spot whether that was cancelled? Looking at a pretty good split. Nightingale will die. One always does. When there's Nightingales around, they're just slower than the beams, so... Can't really do much of anything about that. But you can split up at least and minimize the losses. It's not cheap to beam. So subpar 1 actually hurts you a lot in these highly competitive games. More veteran units will be joining the fight, and the Nightingales are healing up everybody. The Spartan coming out is an absolute disaster for Reaper. And he will probably get taken down here as more unit models are popping right back in as they get healed up. Not much else from our cutter player, but not much else is needed. Spartan lasers getting researched. Could have been a population upgrade instead, to be fair, and then the Spartan laser, but it is what it is. Reaper's gonna give up. I mean, he doesn't have anything. He was dragging this out a little bit, but it's totally okay considering that it's a tournament environment and winning's pretty important in these. You gotta try. Welcome to game 2, everybody. In the blue color, this is Stormy. He's gonna be going for Shipmaster. On the other side of the map, in the red color, this is a Reaper Salad. I have no idea what that even means. Still haven't figured it out. He's Cutter, so might have an opportunity for vengeance here. We've seen him playing some pretty good Cutter before against Liam, so I could totally imagine him dragging this out into the late game and getting some kind of veteran stick stacking going. Once again, Generator 3rd, Armory 4th. It's very early for a Cutter. It's gonna be a mini base as well. Can't afford the Spartan immediately with the mini base, nor can you afford it with the Generator upgrade. So what does this really do? To be fair, it's much harder when you're getting bullied by grunts and can't gather the center resources, so there is that aspect. But yeah, still can't make the Spartan. I think this should be a Armory 5th, guys, honestly. You will get it a little bit sooner than that, but the few seconds... I mean, at least you would gain resources in the meantime, right? That does matter. It's a double extractor build from Stormy, so... Guys, I think this is pressurable. You could get out some Hellbringers and do some serious damage here. But you have to keep in mind, this is actually a pretty solid Stormy that we're looking at. He's gonna have a turret probably. He's gonna have suicide grunts or brutes. And he can see everything from here. Whatever's gonna happen, he knows. The only thing he can't see is what's on this mini base, but I think he will be able to briefly see what comes out of it. Not that there's anything on it at the moment. A barracks on this side. That's a bit harder to spot though. Look at the... sorry. You can hopefully see what goes past here, but if they rallied correctly, then not going to be the case. If you rally to the middle of the global rally point, yeah, you're going to see everything. And Spartan doesn't like that fact. He's gonna take care of it. Already on 3 power nodes is actually really impressive by Reaper. That's usually something that Shipmaster players do faster. But putting the grunts in the opponent's garrison does have a cost, and this is it. Still gonna kind of push the Marines away a little bit. So that's not bad at all. And you know, the Marines are sacrificing a lot of health to do this. So the grunts coming in to play interference is actually a huge issue. One of them dies, 2 of them dies. Wow. That's not English. 2 of them die. I love this sneaky grab as well. It's so smart. Get them out of position and sneak right in. Love the generator in the back. That's something that's not going to be touched for a long, long time. But ultimately, Reaper maintains control over all this. And yeah, I mean, he kills the grunts, so... It's not all bad. The Spartan does take care of a lot of business. However, Stormy is tier 2, right? He's been on 2 generators for a million years. He's more than happy to be pumping elite rangers into this. It's gonna be all infantry anyway with Cutter. Almost always is. Unless you're Orentian, you surprise us with freaking mass hogs. Like he did in the Pro League. Which is not a very good idea, by the way. Don't do it. You're gonna be kind of ahead, and you gotta pair it with something that Cutter is good at, like Dispersion Nozzle Hellbringers. They're actually really fast, and they can almost keep up with the hogs, so it's not a bad idea. That's smart, but just by themselves, you probably want to play another leader for that. Heard an explosion. What was that? So confused. Everything looks the same. Engineers getting pumped out. It's not a bad idea at all in these early stages, because if there's some kind of leader power shenanigans, then at least you can mitigate with that thing. I like the snipers, but you're gonna have to micro real hard to make this work. They cannot allow the rangers to move closer, because as they inch closer, they just keep shooting. And if you turn your back in infantry war, you're gonna be losing. You would have funk. They also really good counter to high ground business. Oh, Stormy's looking really good. If he picks off that sniper to start with, that's sick. Reaper might be looking, however, for a Spartan Mind Slam with an ODST follow-up, so that's really dangerous for a Shipmaster player to face. There is exactly that. The engineers need to get on top of this, but I think all the mines have been shot down beautifully. Well done by Stormy. Very clean micro. And there's a counter beam happening as well. Going after the snipers, they're pretty weak already. The Spartan might actually go down to the mass ranger. Holy crap, he's owning Reaper. But there is at least the ODST drop that will help mitigate the pain. But how much? Well, I think we can see that. Not very. Not very much. 2 of the ODSTs are already dead. The third one running with their tails between their legs. And there's no sniper left, so they can't even pepper this army back anymore. 5 power nodes versus 0 is what this is gonna look like in a moment. Another sniper bites the dust. Stormy OP? You might be moving on to the next tier soon. Just manhandling these boys. Damn, he's really good. Rising Star is actually quite competitive. Don't let the name fool you. Some of these stars shine bright already. Grenade throw? No, that's not the way forward. These rangers are gonna absolutely crap on that. Maybe Warthogs, maybe Hellbringers together. That could be good. Or you micro the absolute hell out of snipers. That can also do a trick, but against these numbers, it's not realistic, I don't think. Base has been destroyed. More stuff getting picked off. There's more sniper attempts. I just don't think the numbers are there. And when you have 4 engineers, none of which are unicorns yet, by the way. The unicorns are coming soon. Really, any moment. Hero's gonna be added. Third base. We're cosplaying EOD. We're ahead, so we're getting further ahead. There's some shields behind this at some point, but yeah, gonna, save up the resources for the spirit support drop. Spartan once again attempting the drop. Some mines on the army, but only a handful of grunts are stunned. The mines are getting picked off like they're nothing. Kinda gotta do this mid-combat when it's least expected, but Stormy was literally watching it, and, well, he reacts, right? Of course he does. Garrison isn't gonna save this Spartan at all. It's going down all the same. Might lose an... might lose a unit or two for the trouble, but I mean, he just calls in spirit support and he's still owning the army, so what can you really complain about? Good micro on those snipers. If they were separately moved, they'd be moving faster because they're faster than the Marines, by the way, so that's something to consider. Going in there, probably not the wisest of decisions, but it was a decision nonetheless. Reaper is completely cleaned off the map. He's just got the base and the turret. That's it. I think the engineers can take this. Okay, 1 sniper gets away. Fine. Oof. Oh, we're gonna get a beam on... Really just the Nightingale is gonna feel this. The Spartan's gonna die anyway to all this. And as long as Stormy just walks out of this, he's gonna be fine. Oof. That's a very rapid 2-0, when we might not have a very long third game at all. If this continues with the trend. Poor Reaper. That's rough, man. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Frontier in the blue color. Playing as Stormy. This is Sergeant Forge. And on the other side of the map, in the red, this is Reaper Salad. Playing as Colony. Should be a pretty good matchup for Colony. I'm not entirely convinced by the whole Forge idea here. It could be problematic, but you know, if you get a really good UNSC tier 1 going, that can go a long way for sure. Oh. Sorry, I didn't notice the raid camp. That's the problem. Because rushing Forge is unrealistic. You get the Forge's Warthog, there's gonna be... Okay. It's like he knows. He should have no idea, but he somehow knows. He hasn't seen any of this. He's gonna arrive at his base, the Forge Hog is 24 seconds out. Is it possible to destroy this armory? This might not be the one-sided series that it may have looked like until now. 14 seconds, can he do it? The animation cancelling is insane. Very, very neat stuff, but of course the Skitter will not be helping shoot at the building. He is now! The line AoE is doing the job. For whatever reason, switching around though will randomize this a lot. Forge Hog is out, and the Skitter Chopper will be going down pretty much immediately. There's no way you can get the upgrade, however. But, you know, just kiting with the Forge Hog will be the long-term play here to stay safe, but also to put down the DPS. Marines will be pumped out. Hellbringers also. As long as the chopper is dead, the Hellbringers can do a lot of work, targeting multiple units. At the same time, the generator may go down, yes, but Forge can very easily re-upgrade them once the time comes. He's got mini bases also, and he's getting ammo around in the background. That might have not been the best thing to do, but he is going to crush this rush with a beautiful hold. Heal will be forced out. And there's more than enough units here to kill the units nonetheless. Wow. He's got such a good read on his opponent. He lost a generator and an armory, so what? Second generator, that's right. That's how you come back from this. The Forge Hog can just go and heal up. And then the infantry can do whatever they want, like take power nodes. They're probably not going to go for the counterattack just yet. Like Forge building up and going tier 2 is, I think, the easy way forward, because it makes use of his leader power point bonuses. Rolling economy alone will mean that all these buildings are going to be cheap to upgrade, so he gets more ahead by just playing the game normally, getting the power nodes, getting leader power point progression from all that very quickly, and he can close it out with a Kodiak drop plus the infantry pushing in. Is this the finals? Yes. Yes, it's the grand finals for today's qualifier. Perfect heal for the infantry. You don't even have to go restoration drones on this map, so you can get a lot of value out of it. It's still good to have it in combat though later, but much later. You don't want to think about that right now. Get heavy metal, get rolling economy, get Scatter Bomb, the Kodiak drop, Grizzlies, and maybe Den restoration drones. What's that Sui looking for? It's not gonna find it. Whatever it is. It's gonna find a Forge-Hog, dude. Ay, 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 ay. That's discouraging. Reaper's gonna get the second generator, but he doesn't even have resources to get the Capitano going. If he gets attacked now, dude, if he gets freaking fourth pointed here by Stormy. Oh my goodness. There's a second base coming up for the man. He's gonna have all the upgrade supply pads in the world. Not yet, for whatever reason. He wants tier 2 now, which is fine. But after the fact, you probably want the supply pad upgrades and all that business. Nah, he's playing it super secure, guys. Like, he's gonna get out Warthog just in case there's some shenanigans happening later. 5 power nodes to 0. Third base. He's going full EOD with this. Stormy is so good. He does belong in the Pro League. I really want to see him there. This is nuts. I've seen some comments in the chat saying that he could beat several of those players. It's possible entirely. He's looking super solid. But it has to happen. It actually has to happen. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen, right? So. Guess he just wasn't available. Oh man, that's a pick-off right there. Why is he out here? Reaper, you've got no business being out here. It's a Forge-Hog, he will bully you. Okay, that one's saved. That's what he should have done. Just stick at home, get on the Hunter Captain Daddy, and the Hunter Daddy. That taunt somehow hit. It was way out of the area, but did it actually hit? I'm not so sure. Either way, Stormy's well on the way to his 4th point, right? He's gotta have it by now, actually. Change the side his base is gonna be on. I'm not sure what happened there. We're just chilling here. Don't do it. Just get Kodiaks. There we go. 4 bases are really pushing it. Like, I think that could be punished. Even with this, even with just this, you could go Scarab and Turtle. So I think the Kodiak push is the right thing to do. Stormy is still insanely cautious. He needs to actually go in. Take a look what's going on. Understand that Kodiak push would be devastating, and then actually move these guys up a bit. Because how do you stop all this? You don't. That's the answer. Could go tier 3, could get the Forge-Hog upgrade again. And be even more powerful with that. But yeah, he's gonna face a Hunter under a shield. There's gonna be Reavers, there's gonna be Engineers. Maybe a Shroud, and then the next mission is definitely the Scarab. Easier said than done, but certainly viable. Yeah, Warthog's gonna look. I think it's time to move up the Kodiaks now. Now he knows everything. There's nothing else to see. Oh, I mean, you can take out that, yeah, of course. Guys, it's not over. Don't call it. I see what you're doing in the chat. Here's the thing. If there's a Scarab, if that Scarab levels up, Forge is in trouble. It's very unlikely, but it's not impossible. We've seen crazier things today. A good Scarab Turtle can go a super long way, but our forge here has the entire map, so there is that. I give Reaper a 5% chance to pull it off. Stormy will have to make mistakes. He will have to ineffectively use armies. The way you counter that stuff is you actually break the economy buildings. Harvesters, extractors, break those, and there's never going to be a Scarab. But if he's allowed to chill under the shield, if he can get cloaking in tier 3, there's actually a high risk of something like that happening. And you know those focus beams are extremely insane on skits. Like, it's really threatening. It's a Nightingale kill right there. And the hero will be just teleporting home. He doesn't need to risk himself. There's a tier 3 Forge Hog after all, so just chill under the shield and wait it out. Lots of Marines here. The shield is already at half health. The Hunter Captain is on a mission to defeat all this. He's healing up in the process. Might be able to... he's not enough time to charge up his own shields. And the Forge Hog is an absolute menace. Tier 3 versus Tier 2 hero. I'm not sure he can hold. This is why I said 5%. It's extremely unlikely that it would happen. Oh my god, here come the Grizzlies. This game is potentially over. The entire series could be decided by this one push, ladies and gentlemen. The tournament is decided by Stormy. He's not gonna allow this to happen. Yeah, of course not. Of course not. He was too far ahead. How could he throw this? He's such a good player. Obviously, he's gonna do his absolute best to make this happen. He's done this a million times. He's gonna be your #1 player today for this qualifier. And, you know, move up a little bit on the ladder for sure as a result. And almost guaranteed to be part of the main event for Rising Star. Beautifully done. GG's. We want to thank our MetaPlace website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.